We've all heard the old statement, you can't take it with you. And as humans, we have a tendency to be collectors. We store stuff up and we hoard it, even though we may never use it. We look at stuff that's around us and we say, I haven't used it in 20 years, but I don't want to throw it out, because if I throw it out, then I just might need it. And so we continue to collect and collect and collect until we have so much stuff in our life, we're crowded out. We can't take it with us when we go. You've never seen a hearse followed by a Brinks truck or a moving van because you can't take it with you. And one of the things in our life that we need to do is to prune ourselves. Because as our life gets more cluttered, we become less in touch with who we are. We're involved with all the stuff that's around us. And so therefore, we can't concentrate on the more important things. And we have so much stuff in our life. Look at the stuff in your life that you don't need. And then one by one, start to pull it away, throw it out if you don't need it. Not just the physical stuff, but the stuff in your life that's keeping you from being the best person you can be and being in touch with the God that loves you. In order to be in touch with the God that loves you, you have to be free. You have to be disencumbered from all kinds of things that you're attached to. And in order to do that, you have to use what's called self-denial. Because we have to get rid of this stuff. And the only way we can get rid of this stuff is to deny ourselves the desire to keep it. When it comes to self-denial, it means that we have to say no. And that's not a word that we like. We always like everything to say yes. Because when we say yes, we're satisfying our desires to feel good, to feel happy, to feel successful, to feel fulfilled. But if we don't learn to say self-denial, little bit every day, to deny myself one thing every day, I'm just going to have clutter and clutter and clutter and clutter. And then I won't be able to manipulate in my life the way I should. And when it comes to the end, we'll have all of this stuff and we can't take it with us. There's a story in the gospel where Jesus gives us the parable of the farmer. And he's been collecting all of his grain for years and years. And he's built his farm full of silos and barns. And he's filled them all up. And then he realizes, I don't have enough space to put all this stuff. I'll know what I'll do. I'll tear down my silos and barns and I'll build new ones. And then Jesus says, well, what if you were to go tonight? Where would all that go? See, it's a matter of priorities. What is it in your life that's important? So important that you're willing to deny yourself to get it. And self-denial is something that Jesus teaches us. He teaches us unless we deny ourselves and carry our cross, we'll never get to heaven. And self-denial is not something evil. It's something purging. It's something positive. And the more you begin to deny yourself little pleasures here and there, oh, I'm not going to watch that tonight. I'd rather do a reading on maybe the Gospels or something instead of watching that crazy TV show. Or maybe I won't have that popsicle tonight because I really should be hungering for something different. And when we say these little yeses to ourselves, or we say our little no's to ourselves, that makes us who we are. And hopefully, by giving up in little acts of self-denial, we're purging ourselves of all the stuff that we don't need. And then we become empty. But it's only when we become empty that we can become full. And it's only when we become empty that we can be filled with the graces and the love of God. So when it comes to collecting stuff, look around you, see what you don't need in your life. Make the acts of self-denial. Get rid of the stuff that you really don't need. And remember, you can only take yourself. You can't bring anything else. No, you can't take anything with you except who you